Since Pokemon Company is probably gonna fuck up the Sinnoh remakes, Pokemon is gonna be dead to many people. But we all know that retards are gonna keep it going. So let's try to find out what the future holds, shall we? Hello everyone, this is VG Master 2, and somehow Pokemon is 25 years old. The Sinnoh remakes may be coming out soon, but you gotta wonder, what the fuck else is in those tiny brains at the Pokemon Company? Right now, people would have you believe that we believe we're in the tail end of Gen 8, or at least the year before Gen 9 comes out. But what if that isn't the case? I believe that Pokemon Company is going to do something sneaky. I believe that they're going to try to start Gen 10 on the 30th anniversary. In fact, I believe anyone with a brain also believes that. However, as we're all painfully aware by now, Pokemon has tried to make every generation last 3 years ever since Gen 5. Despite this, that pattern wouldn't work if my hypothesis is correct. So how exactly could things work if it's true? Well, I have 2 possibilities to share with you all today, so let's get into it. Possibility 1. Gen 8 takes up 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, while Gen 9 takes up 2023, 2024, and 2025, allowing for Gen 10 to start in 2026 for the anniversary. This one is quite possibly the most likely path, as 2022 sees Game Freak releasing Legends Arceus, meaning that there's no feasible way that they're releasing Gen 9 that year unless the higher-ups are such pieces of shit that they made their teams double up with releases. Plus, since retards seem to think Legends is a main series game anyway, they'll never think twice if they just do nothing else for the rest of the year. Then, Gen 9 can take up the pattern of having an initial game, then a third game or DLC, and then a hiatus with nothing to hold us over except maybe a spin-off game or two. Which could literally be anything at this point if Pokemon Smile and Sleep are any indications. Or, if they really hate us, a Let's Go game, though that's still a spin-off, just a more sophisticated one. In which case it would probably be Johto, although which Pokemon they'd choose to be the mascots, since there probably will be 2, I really couldn't be bothered to predict. And no, I don't think the Gen 5 remakes are going to be happening in Gen 9. Personally speaking, I wish they wouldn't do them at all after they fucked Sinnoh this hard, but I'm of the belief that if they're gonna happen, it's gonna be in Gen 10, since it's double the generation, and would probably be the next main series games to come out after the 30th anniversary. This goes for the other possibility too. Speaking of, Possibility 2, aka Pokemon Company is actually a fucking sadistic maniac who hates everything and everyone. Gen 8 takes up 2019, 2020, and 2021, and Gen 9 takes up 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025, allowing for Gen 10 to still start for the anniversary. This one kinda seems less likely, but it's still possible with some finagling and shenanigans that totally do not involve crunch worse than they already go through. There can be the initial game, then a third game or DLC the year after that, but there could also be DLC the year after that, and then a hiatus. There could also be 2 hiatus years with a whole slew of hopefully good but entirely unpredictable spin-off games, if we're lucky. But that would give Game Freak a lot of time to make the next game, and that's a smart move, so they're probably not gonna do that. Which probably means that one of those years may unfortunately include a new Let's Go, which, again, would probably be Johto. You may have noticed that I haven't mentioned any Legends games in either of the possibilities. Truth be told, I completely forgot that thing existed when writing the script, even though I literally mentioned it earlier, but then again, it doesn't actually exist yet, and won't until the game comes out. Hopefully after a delay, though let's be honest, they're not gonna do that. That being said, I'm completely biased, but I doubt they're gonna make another Legends because, one, they're probably only saving them for old regions, and two, Legends Arceus is probably gonna suck and fail, so it'll probably be the only one. Then again, Legends Arceus is a spin-off game, so I technically did account for it, just not by name. Admittedly, it's probably not gonna fail, since, again, this community's made up of retards who ingest this series like a drug. But I can only hope that it'll fail, since that happening could possibly be the kick in the ass Game Freak needs to stop bullshitting and destroying the franchise. Though I suppose that's a completely subjective, separate can of worms. Of course, it's always possible that Pokemon Company doesn't care about correlating the beginning of its 10th generation with its 30th anniversary, and will just continue to work its employees to the bone and force them to keep up their shitty current schedule. But we can only hope. In the very least, these possible paths leave room for Game Freak to actually take a break for once. The only unfortunate thing is that, now that I've made this prediction, I have to keep referring to it for the next 5 years. Even if Game Freak is crazy enough to start Gen 9 next year, we technically won't know whether or not I'm right until Gen 10 starts. Honestly, I might actually end up forgetting about it in a few years. God knows what other things I've promised years ago and haven't even mentioned since. And I don't want to have to call on other people to fix my dumb fuckery, but it would be super helpful if you guys watching could remind me of any confirmations or contradictions if I don't mention them. Hopefully it won't come to that, but I have a memory worse than a fucking goldfish. I don't necessarily wish for all that time to pass quickly. I already find it hard to believe it's been 5 years since Sun and Moon. But it would be great if Pokemon Company could actually announce information in timely manners. In the end, though, if I'm actually right, holy shit would I have bragging rights. If I remember I even have them, that is. Now, I know this was a pretty short video, but that's basically it. So, with that being said, I'm VG Master 2, and I hope to see you next time.